Hello, and welcome to the Gamer's Closet. I'm your host, Douglas Weed, and today we're going to be talking about Don't Wake the Dragon. Don't Wake the Dragon is a game that was manufactured by Parker Brothers in 1986. It seats anywhere from 2 to 4 players, runs for about 15 minutes of game time, and is rated for ages 5 and up. But let's dig into it a little further, shall we?
Don't Wake the Dragon.
It's Parker Brothers' Don't Wake the Dragon game.
Please don't wake the dragon. Let the dragon soar. You can try and take the plaything, but watch out for his roar.
In the Don't Wake the Dragon game, if you rescue your penguin egg and carry it home safely, you win.
You can try and take the plaything, but watch out for his roar.
Don't Wake the Dragon. New from Parker Brothers.
In this game, you're deep in the Antarctic, and the mighty dragon, Big Snore, snoozes next to the penguin eggs he just stole. It's a race to hop your penguin along the icebergs to return an egg to your nest. But can you scramble back to your nest before you wake the roaring, egg-eating dragon? If you're the first to get back to your nest, you're the winning webbed-footed wonder. This game has been released in multiple countries. It was released in the United States as well as Canada, Italy, and Brazil. This game does come with multiple pieces. It comes with one 3-dimensional game board, 4 penguin pawns in red, blue, yellow, and green, 5 penguin eggs, 1 number die, and a set of instructions. To set up this game, place the game board in the center of the playing area. Each player chooses a penguin pawn and places it on the nest base that matches its color, to the right of the nest. Penguins not in play are returned to the game box. For the 1 egg over easy game, place 4 penguin eggs in the space next to the dragon. For the 2 egg scrambler game, place 5 penguin eggs next to the dragon. The youngest player goes first, and then play passes in turn to the left. There are 2 different versions of gameplay. The 1 egg over easy game is recommended for younger players. The 2 egg scrambler game is recommended for older players, and I will be going over both versions in a moment. The 1 egg over easy game, on your turn, do the following things in order. Roll the die and move your penguin to the left the number of spaces indicated. Each of the spaces on top of the icebergs and the safe spaces between the icebergs count as 1 space. Do not count spaces occupied by other penguins. Follow the directions for the space in which you have landed. If you land on an egg space, the penguin lands and may take an egg from the dragon and place it onto their penguin hat. Please note, do not pick up an egg if you already have one. If you land on a roaring dragon space, push the dragon waker button down once and release. The dragon will wake and shake 1 or more of the icebergs. If your penguin is knocked off of an iceberg, return it to the first available safe space behind the space from which your penguin fell. Return your egg to the dragon. This does end your turn. If more than 1 penguin is knocked off the icebergs, place the penguin that was in the lead in the safe space behind the iceberg from which it fell. The other penguins are then placed in order on the available safe spaces behind the first penguin. All the eggs that have fallen are returned to the dragon, and your turn ends. The third and final space option you have to land on is a safe space. If your penguin lands on a safe space by exact count, you simply just end your turn. Gameplay continues with each player taking turns rolling the die, moving their penguin, and following the directions of the space in which they land. The game ends when 1 player makes it all the way back to the safe space in front of their nest and drops 1 egg into their nest. The player to do this beats Big Snore, the egg-eating dragon, and wins the game. Please note, you do not have to land on a safe space by exact count. Now, the other version I mentioned is the 2 egg scrambler game. The object of this game is to be the first person to return 2 eggs to your nest. Play proceeds as in 1 egg over easy game with the following exception. If you land on the roaring dragon space, you must push the dragon waker button once. However, if you're feeling more daring, you may push the button a second time. When bringing an egg back to your nest, you do not have to land on your safe space by exact count. You may drop off your first egg and keep moving the number of spaces equal to the roll of the die. The game ends when one player has placed 2 eggs in their home nest. Please note, you may only carry 1 egg at a time back to your nest. Well, this has been an overview of Don't Wake the Dragon. Don't Wake the Dragon is a very well-built, well-packaged 1986 game. The game itself doesn't require batteries. It's a push-button mechanical operated game, so you can pull it out of a box and play it immediately. It doesn't matter what edition you get, they all play exactly the same. So the game itself, theming wise, is very on point. It has a really nice looking dragon. The eggs are kind of cracking and have this nice look to them. The penguins are very well built, solid pieces, so it has some very nice theming to it. The game does have a lot of stickers on it, you know, for the penguin eyes, the dragon eyes, which nests are which, and all of the actual spaces on the icebergs. So you may have lost stickers over time, but the copy I have here, again from '86, is the glue is pretty good on it. So you can find replacement sets of sticker sheets online. If you are missing stickers, you will need them to play the game. But other than that, I would say the game is very on point. The game itself is very easy to play. You can pick it up without a problem. The rules are very easy to play. Again, if you want to play the basic version or the 2-egg version if you want something a little harder. But both versions can get a little tedious. What I mean by that is with the dragon snoring, you have the chance of falling off the icebergs. And the problem with that is you can keep falling off the same iceberg over and over and over again. So a 15-minute game could turn into a half an hour game if you have more people. So this game is a little bit better if you have less people. But that being said, it makes for a good time. It's very kid-friendly. Kids can pick up this game very easy. The pieces are not intricate, so you don't have to worry about them getting lost too easily. Like I said, the game is very kid-friendly. It's very interesting for a game night if you want to pull this out on your friends or family for a game night. It's a really weird option for that, and I think you guys would have a interesting time with it, but I would run this as a backup game in addition to whatever other game you're going to play, because after about a round or 2 rounds of this game, it does get a little tedious, so I'd recommend having this as a backup. But that being said, it's still a good time if you want to play it. The game itself goes online anywhere from about $20 to $40. It is still relatively easy to find, but you are going to pay for it because they only did 1 printing for each individual country, and the game has never hit print again. But there are still copies floating around. So it's a little more expensive, but it's still easy to find, but you're going to pay for it if you want to go find it. Like I said, it's very kid-friendly, very easy to play. If you haven't played Don't Wake the Dragon before, I would recommend playing it. I played this game when I was a kid, had a good time with it, and I think it will be a fun experience for any new players that haven't seen this game before since it came out in the 80s. So, if you haven't played Don't Wake the Dragon before, I would recommend playing this game. Well, that's it from us here at the Gamer's Closet. We'd like to thank you for checking out our video on Don't Wake the Dragon from Parker Brothers. If there's a game in the future you'd like us to review or go over, please put it in the comments below. Please hit subscribe so that way you can be the first to check out our future content. And as always, please have a great gaming day.